welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West. If this is your first time on this channel, you're highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I am going to be talking about a very important aspect of African spirituality. This is the use of human skulls and human bones in African spirituality. And I want us to dive into it today. This is one of the more darker aspects of African spirituality. And we have this practice. It is part of African spirituality. So why not talk about it? Let's see what is actually going on. Why do people do this kind of spiritual practice? Why do people feel the need to make use of human parts like bones, skulls in African spirituality? If you are somebody that knows about African spirituality and spirituality in general, you will notice that one of the main primary symbols to indicate that something is spiritual is the display of a human skull or the bone sign, the death sign that symbolize danger. You will see this symbol being used today in different aspects of human life, whereby people don't want you to go to a particular place. They want to show this sign that this thing is bad, is dangerous. You will see a skull with crossbones, usually in red or black, that they will write danger. Once you see this sign stamped on any item or any place, it means that you should not go there. This place is dangerous. This place is restricted. You are being warned. Once you see that sign, it's a universal symbol. Once you see it in any place, just know that people don't want you to go there, or that particular thing is dangerous. You should not go close to it. You should not play with it. You should stay clear. So this is the universal sign for danger. Okay? When it comes to spiritual practice, especially African spirituality, you will also see this symbol, especially when you go to any kind of spiritual system that people don't want you to trespass, don't want you to go into. The first thing you're going to see is a human skull. When you also come to Western occultism, you see their green walls. The first thing you see in front of the book is a skull, a very dreadful, horrible, ghost-esque skull with crossbones. Once you see this symbol, you know that this book is dangerous, or what you are treading into is something that is dangerous. It is not for everybody, or it is highly restrictive. Okay, you're going to see this symbol in so many grimoires. This is what differentiates what they call dark magic or dark spirituality from mainstream spirituality or love and light spirituality. Okay, when you step into African spirituality, we also have this designation as well. There are many shrines you're going to go to, even in Africa today. You're going to see a lot of skulls in front. Even before you enter, you're going to see different type of horrible skulls. What this is telling you is that this place is a restricted place, number one. So you should not come in except you are very serious, except you are invited to come in. It's not a place where people just go to play, or you go there to misbehave, or you go there to behave the way you behave on a regular normal place. Before you step into this kind of place, you should know that you are stepping into dangerous ground or sacred grounds. So you have to be focused on what you are doing. You have to be alert. You have to comport yourself. You have to behave yourself. So we have this symbolism in African spirituality. When you go to shrines, you're going to see skulls, human skulls, animal skulls, different kind of things that you can only find in horror movies, grotesque, twisted things that we kind of give you the impression that this is not something that is to be toyed with. Okay, so normally when you go into most of these ancient African shrines, especially West African voodoo shrines, you're going to see a lot of human skulls. In practices like Palo Mayombe, Santeria, Orisha system, you're going to see a lot of skulls. Queen Banda, Ubanda, Obi. Why do people have these skulls in the shrine? These skulls are used for many things. It symbolizes death. It symbolizes a transition into the world of the spirit. It also symbolizes a gateway for communion or for housing the spirits that you are communicating with, especially spirits of the ancestors, spirits of the dead. In African spirituality, major spirits we deal with are spirits of people that have gone before us, which is spirits of the ancestors, our late ancestors or our kingsmen. So those are the spirits that we deal with. We try to connect with them. So the skull is what people use as a placeholder for housing these spirits that are being summoned to this physical world. So the skull symbolizes this gateway. It is not just a show. Sometimes some people use it for scare factor, to put fear into people, but it is actually used as a gateway into the spirit world. So you're going to see a skull or multiple skulls in a shrine. Then you can see candles being lit on the head of the skulls. These are candles of petition, that are prayers that have been given to certain spirits or certain deities that are at the other side of the veil. So the essence of this, that by making these prayers and placing it on the skulls, it sends this prayer or the petition faster, quicker into the spirit realm than you just placing the candle on a plain bowl or plain paper or plain stand. By placing this candle on the skull, a skull that have been activated by certain rituals to be opened as a gateway, it sends the petition fast. So the people believe that by using this system, they can be able to send messages quicker into the spirit world, by instead of just doing normal procedure. But your message will still go, but these people use this system. So that is why you see they place candles on the skulls for praying. Okay, so you can see this. No, it's very popular in countries that practice this Palo Mayombe, Queen Banda, Ubanda, Santeria. This is a very normal practice in Igbe, West African Igbe, West African Voodoo. This is also very normal. But due to modern times, some countries have restricted the move or the use of human parts or human remains. Like in Nigeria, it is totally banned and there's too much ritual killings there, so I don't support this kind of things. But in some countries, it is legal. In America, in some states in America, it is legal to use human bones for decoration purposes, for research purposes, for also religious purposes. So you see a lot of voodoo practitioners in America, in different states. They have human skulls in their shrine. They have licenses legal for them to use it. In UK, human bones parts is also legal for religious and decorative purposes. So a lot of practitioners in UK, they have human skull there. Then in Canada, it is also legal too. So if you're living in one of these countries, like in Canada, America, or UK, and some other part of the world, Asian, Haiti, Cuba, Brazil, you can be able to make use of human bones legally for your altar. You can acquire it from the government. You can get license. You can use it. There are some countries in Asia that is also legal too. Nobody will come and disturb you. You will come and arrest you for having possessions of this. You get it from the government, and you can use it for your religious purposes. But in some other countries, if they see you with this stuff, you are going straight to jail for a very long time. Okay, so practitioners in these countries, they make use of these items. It also has potency, powerful potency to their spells. Why they make use of these skulls, especially because the skulls is the seat of the soul in the human body. So the skull is a very powerful tool for your spiritual practice, due to the fact that is have the human element inside, and scores of particular people are choosing for different kind of spells. Scores of priests, scores of policemen, soldier, lawyer, depending on the kind of thing you want to do, or scores of somebody in your family line of a former voodoo priest or sangoma. Those kind of scores are very powerful scores to use in rituals, because the person, the spirit is already doing that kind of thing. So utilizing the spirit of such a person that have been a practitioner, or somebody that have been a policeman in his life, is, and you using that kind of score for bringing justice, it will work faster because the person is already in line with exactly what you are doing. So people prefer to go for body parts, or people prefer to go for scores of this kind of people to use it for whatever they want to do, the kind of work they want to do in this life. Okay, so this is the philosophy behind the use of skulls in African spiritual rituals. Then you're going to find people making use of human bone powder for spells. Another potent part of this is that the human bone powder contains the spirits, or the bones of human beings also have power. Bones is something that is very strong on its own. For something to have the bone, it contains the life and the strength of the whole animal or person. So making use of bones in spells is a very powerful, just the way your bones holds your life when somebody is alive, is something that can hold spell, can hold the properties of different compounds together. Bone powder helps to bring a spell alive. When you add it, it activates the compounds and herbs that you have mixed together. So it have this function of holding it and bringing it to activation, to full activation. So people utilize the use of bones in making spells more potent and more powerful. Okay, especially spells of domination, or spells of breakthrough, also spells of protection. People use bones of human skull, bones of human hands, especially the hands. They use that a lot for this kind of things. So in countries, once again, that these are legal, you see practitioners using these things in spell working, talking about it freely. And in Haiti, this is very, very normal practice. In Brazil, it is also normal practice as well. In UK, it is normal practice. So the essence is that it makes the spell more powerful. It helps to bring the other elements that you're going to be mixing together to make them alive, to hold them alive. And it also helps to house different kind of spirits, maybe spirits that you are trying to invoke, to put into a fetish item, or to contain. You can decide to add some of this bone powder to make sure that the spirit can be able to stay there. So this is one of the main ingredients that we bring the spirits online in this physical world. So these people use this. That is one of the main reasons you're going to see this being used in African spirituality. Okay, in practices like Palo Mayombe, before you even have an altar, one of the main ingredient for a Palo Mayombe altar is a human skull. Human skull have to be there. That's why it's a very heavy practice. The hands of the human person and the legs must also be there. If not, you're not going to get a powerful altar. That is one of the requirements of the 100 elements that you're going to have there. Human skull, hands, and feet have to be inside that altar. So it's a very heavy altar and a very serious altar. That is why that practice is not for everybody. Okay, it's not even me. I cannot be able to practice that. Practice is too heavy for me. But for people that are the traditional practitioners, this is the way they do it. So you're going to find those people in the Congo, Central African Republic. You're going to find some of these people in Brazil. You're going to find some of these people in Cuba, in Latin America. This is the way they practice it. It is part of their life. It is part of their religious practice and religious requirements. Okay, in Queen Banda, you're going to see this a lot in Queen Banda. Okay, So this is some heavy practice in African spirituality, and this is the reason they do it. So they believe that it brings them closer to the spirit world, it empowers their rights, it makes things to work faster for them, and it houses the spirit. It brings the spirit into this physical world to presence them very, very well in the physical world. Okay, so this is one practice you're going to find in African spirituality. Then you're going to find people with the skulls and lighting of the candle on the skulls and making petitions to deities or to their ancestors. Nowadays, in countries where human skulls is illegal to use, you're going to find this wax skull. What we have in places like Nigeria, West Africa, you see skulls made of wax. So people also use that in place of human skulls. So you can find those wax skulls in a spiritual store. They call it skull candle. These are candles that are shaped of wax. And you buy them, then you write the petition of what you want to do. Then you also put some portions of the specimen of whatever you want to activate into it. It can be air, semen, blood, or particles of the targets that you want to work on. You cut it, wrap it inside something, put it inside this skull candle, put the candle on top, and then they burn it. So the essence is that they're trying to use sympathetic or magic to mimic the real skull, to use the petition in this way, so that it will also affect, or it will also bring the change that they are looking forward to come in their life. So you're going to see a lot of plastic skulls and this wax skull. You're going to see a lot of them online. People buy them. People also use them in place of real skulls, and they say it also works for them as well. So you can also check this out, and you can try it. I have not tried it, but I see a lot of people doing the things, and for me, my own practice is different. Okay, so this is one aspect of African spirituality, of why they use human skulls in African spirituality. People also use it for medicine, for treating illness, especially illness of death that is affecting somebody. They want to remove death, stop somebody from dying. They also use the skull particles to this kind of thing. People use it for different things. The list is endless. The applications are endless for this. So you see a lot of people having it, especially serious practitioners that have gone really, really deep. You're going to find many serious Voodoo practitioners. It's normal to see them with skulls on their altar. Also, to not only African spirituality, you're going to see this in Hinduism. You're going to also see this in Buddhism. You're going to see this even in Catholic Church. The Vatican have hundreds of thousands of skulls in the Vatican. I don't know what the Vatican is doing with skulls. They have a large collection of skulls from the 14th, 15th century. I don't know if the skulls of all the people they have killed. They have so many bones in the Vatican underground in their vault. I don't know what they are doing with bones. This is something you should go and ask them. Okay, so you're going to find this practice of people keeping bones in so many spiritual systems. For me, I don't know why people should be acquiring so many bones. I don't know what they want to do with the bones, if they want to use it for landfill, or they want to eat it, or they are planning to sell it. I don't know. But some people seem to like the habit of stockpiling bones. Okay, so we see this in different religions. And when these colonialists came to Africa, they were taking people's bones, especially the shaman people. They went to Namibia, they were killing people, cutting their head and boiling their heads inside hot water. I don't know what they still have many bones of African ancestors in Europe. If you check online, you will see when the Europeans came to Africa, they were stealing our artifacts. They were also stealing people's bones. Some people believe that if you take the head, the skull of somebody you consider your enemy, he has no power over you. So some people go to steal other people's, desecrate people's grave and take their skull. They believe that if they take their skull, the person's spirit cannot be able to come to revenge them. So we saw a lot of stealing, raiding of graves in Africa by Europeans, stealing of body parts of Africans. Till today, thousands of bones of Africans are still in European museums and collections. I don't know why. They went to Ghana, they took heads of kings. They come to Nigeria, they do the same thing. They come to Congo, they took so many heads of bones of Africa. They went to ancient Egypt. Till today, they are still desecrating mummies, stealing dead bodies of Africans, ancient Africans. They went to Kush. They stole all the mummies, all the dead bodies of the people that died in Kush. They took them from the pyramids, cleaned everything. They took it to Europe. So Europeans have a kind of fetish for keeping dead bodies, for keeping bones. Europeans have this fetish for stealing other people's bones and body parts to keep in their country. I don't know why. Maybe they eat them. I don't know why. Or maybe it's their cave mentality, the Neanderthal cave mentality of stealing, of eating human flesh, or cannibalism of human flesh, that it is still with them, that they just need to be collecting body parts of people and taking it to their country. I don't just know the fetish they have for bones and dead bodies. Me, I don't have that kind of fetish or so. We have many Africans, even Sarah Batman, her body parts is still in France. And we have so many people's body parts, heads of so many bones in European Museum of African people. I don't know why. Whatever study they are studying, they have not completed the study till now. I don't just know. So you people should help me to ask them of the bones of African people that is in their museum. They should bring them back for proper burial, so the family of those people can have closure, and maybe the spirit of those people can finally rest. So please help me to tell those sick people in Europe to bring back the bones of remains of Africans back to the people that they have stolen it from. So this is what I have seen with the fetish of some people of keeping bones. I don't know why, but this is happening. This is real life things, okay? This is real life. People keep other people's bones. We don't know why. Okay, so this is what I have for you today on this topic of the use of bones in African spirituality, and the question still open of why do people like to keep other people's bones. This is for your own research and understanding. So with that being said, I thank you very much for watching this video. If you are interested in learning about African spirituality, I teach African history and African spirituality on this channel. My website is River of Knowledge. River of Knowledge, exactly as it is on the screen. Please register, support me. You will learn a lot of things about Africa that they don't teach in university. They don't teach in Africa. So many African people don't know the history. We don't know our history. That is why we are suffering. I will teach you authentic African history dating back to 400,000 BCE, before the story of Jesus Christ. Okay, I have also written a book on the origin of quantum physics and African spirituality. My book is a very, very deep, concise, in-depth, and filled with a lot of references to show you the originality and validity of African spirituality. It's a very simple book to read. You can get it from me, okay? Then if you want to do your spell work, your love spell, breakup, pacts, hexes, open doors, financial breakthrough, the whole 9 yards, you can contact me. My number is always on the screen. I don't understand why some people will keep asking me for my number, where my number is on the screen. You will write something. I don't know if you are trying to play with me. You see the number on the screen. You still asking me to give you my number again. Is your eye crippled? I put this so that you can see the number there. Don't be asking me again, especially Nigerian people. You like to do this thing, and most of the people that like to do this, they are not serious people. Okay? If you really want this thing, you will come for it. You see the number on the screen. Add it on WhatsApp, contact me. Don't be asking me to re-give you my number again. Are you blind? You know they see the number for the screen. Now they ask me, give me your number. We don't beg people to learn Africa. I'm not begging you to learn. If you want to learn, do the thing normal. Everybody is the same, whether you're rich or poor. It is the same way I will treat all of you. It's the same money you will pay. Okay, I will not increase it for you, I will not decrease it for you. It is the same money everybody will pay. So please don't be trying to act too special. Add the number on WhatsApp and say hi, contact me on WhatsApp. Don't be asking me to re-give you number again when you keep seeing the number under the screen. Okay, it's getting too much. Sometimes the YouTube will not even answer you. When you mention phone number many times, YouTube always block it out. Sometimes I put email, YouTube will block it out. That's why I put it on the screen. They can't block this one out. It's my direct line. So please, those people always asking, give me your number, give me your number. Like say something stone there on a high. See the number for screen there. Not they ask me this thing again, please. So with that being said, I thank you guys very much. And I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.